Hey y'all, the three-peat. Here I go. Your girl KV, season 8, episode 1, Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Arrested Development. I got my fingers crossed on if I can actually finish this video because as soon as I was putting my camera back in the holster, I hear screaming because my husband and my daughter just got home and she was mad about something. He probably told her she couldn't have no chips or something. I don't know. She just be screaming about the random things. You know how toddlers are. So I might be a little quieter on this review because I don't want to alert her and she comes and disturbs what I got going on right now. So, Arrested Development, Season 8, Episode 1, Love and Marriage, Huntsville. This season starts with the aftermath of Martell getting arrested. You know, when it happened in real time, everybody was on Carlos King's butt because they feel like you get all the tea for everybody else's show, but you ain't gonna say nothing about what's going on with your show. And he was like, I would be crazy to talk about what's going on in my show if we're filming. Y'all gonna wait for the season. Okay, cool. We see Melody with, some people outside because she's up in her security. So she's got the whole security team there. She's letting them know what all she needs and they're ensuring her they can get it done. Because since Martell has been arrested, he's been a bit unhinged. He is unraveling and she just wants to prepare for any foolery that may come her way. So she gets in the house and she's talking to her brother Marcus. He popped up on her because she wasn't answering the phone and he gonna go check on his little sister. Y'all, I like their relationship. I know Martell tried to bring up the fact that they had only met as adults and like, oh, y'all trying to act all close, y'all only met as adults. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. They have a really nice relationship. We see that from how he supports her, how he helps with the kids, how he pops up to make sure his little sister is okay. It's just really good to see the wholesome parts. Like I said, y'all, I don't need like 80% drama. I can take a good 30% wholesome, 40% fun, and 30% mess. It don't have to be so mess heavy all the time, but that's what the majority of the people respond to, so that is what they give us. And not just Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's pretty much all reality TV, unless they go in with the purpose of not being mess and toxic. So she's happy now. I hear her laughing. She probably got some snacks. We see Carlos King ends up FaceTiming her to talk about the live show and the arrest. And it's so funny because I'm like, he gonna make himself be seen on his show, baby. I'm surprised it took this long, to be quite honest. We see Martell at the same time as talking to his mom, Marlene, and it's so annoying because we know that she will follow this fool off a cliff. Any of his bad decisions, she's just gonna always back it up, no matter how ridiculous he can be, because y'all, at least he a good father, at least he a present father, he always with the kids. You need to appreciate that. Yeah, you might have cheated, yeah, he might have had a side baby. I'm not saying that's okay or nothing, but you take care of your kids and that means something. Whatever. He is in such disbelief that Melody would get him arrested over a text message. Sir, if I'm not mistaken, you were arrested for a text message that was the threat of releasing a sex tape of y'all, correct? That's what the harassing communications was, correct? So this is absolutely your fault. Yeah, yeah, this is your fault, sir. This is your fault. He deserves to be locked up. I don't care what nobody say. He takes it too far. Because if you're not on the blogs and stuff, he had threatened to, I don't even think he did it. He gave Coleslaw the tape and had her to threaten to release it, to claim that this was her and another guy, to try to say that she was cheating. Sir, please sit down. Pretty please sit down somewhere. He claims that he was going downtown to the courthouse or to the jail system or whatever to get some type of paperwork. You know how that stuff be like right next door to each other. To get some type of paperwork, and when he was trying to get the paperwork, he found out there was a warrant for his arrest. And that's how he got arrested, with his kids in the car. He had to call his mama. She came down there immediately. Melody said it was a setup. He knew that he was turning himself in. He brought the kids for dramatic effects because Mama Marlene got down there real fast to get them babies. I mean, I don't put nothing past Martell and Marlene, to be quite frank. I guess they give us the scene that we all wanted to see, per se, but it was just real dry. It was real dry for a season opener to me. You know what I mean? It was just real dry. We kind of see everybody weighing in on the matter. Well, no, we just see a couple people weighing in on the matter throughout the episode, because we see Stormy and Nell next. Stormy goes to the daycare that Nell owns, and they run down all the love and marriage happenings on and off the blogs, you know. First time back for the season, seeing you, girl. Let's let the people know how we feel. It just seems so not necessarily forced, but scripted. Like, okay, when you get to Nell's office, you have to hit these 4 talking points. And yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you remember them. It just wasn't given. It wasn't given fully authentic. You know what I mean? Okay, but yeah. Mainly, they talk about how Kiki has been running to the blogs, revealing what's happening before it aired. They're annoyed with Kiki. You know, they feel like she messing with their livelihood. She messing with the quality of the show. But my thing is like, this has happened a few times in the past, not just with Kiki. Melody has done it, and I feel like Tisha kind of did it a little bit too, if I'm not mistaken. But Melody and Martell have definitely let their arguing spill over to spilling the tea for what's happening while they're recording. You know, so interesting that they chose, you know, Kiki. I guess Kiki's the outsider, so it's easy to hold her to the fire, I suppose. Next, they talk about Martell getting locked up. Nell doesn't think that it was cool to lock him up, and she says that she wouldn't have done that because of the kids. Nell is like another Mama Marlene, to be quite honest. Like, no, girl, we're not finna make apologies and exceptions for this type of foolery. Was he thinking about them kids when he was cheating? Was he thinking about them kids when he had that side baby? Was he thinking about them kids when he threatened to release him and Mel's SCX tape? No, so I'm not going to think about the kids when I retaliate, period. Next, they talk about Sonny and Moses. And if y'all don't know who these people are, they are Destiny's old producer and old boyfriend. The boyfriend that she was dating on the last season that she was on the show. He married her producer. She thought they were cousins. She thought they were cousins, y'all. It was just so crazy to me when I heard this in the blogs. Just crazy, because it's like, y'all eloped, and how long were y'all together? Maybe a year. Now, it could very well be true love, and they could be each other's person, but it's definitely giving, I want to be on TV now. Let's make a splash. And then they'll definitely want us on the show after that. That's what it's giving. They end up talking about how Carlos King is having a live show. Stormy says she got some tickets, but she don't know if she can make it. Nell says she wanted to go, but it was sold out. Y'all, this made me laugh because I'm like, Carlos, you gotta say it like Heavenly. Carlos, you don't give people tickets to them shows. I can't wait. I want Heavenly to address this. I hope she brings it up. What time do they get on their Messy Mondays? Baby, I need to get in some of her comments and tell her, ask him this. Because I gotta know. I might have to watch live, y'all. I might have to watch them live and try to get my question answered, because Carlos, you don't reserve no tickets for the actual cast in the city that you're having your live shows. That just seems so janky to me, that they would have to get in the queue like the rest of the people to try to buy tickets. Even if you didn't give them free tickets, you should have reserved some tickets for them to purchase for themselves and them family. You know what I mean? So the fact that she said it was sold out, it gave me such a good cackle. Letitia and Destiny. We see Destiny go over to Tisha's house. Um, Tisha said it was an Airbnb, but the streets is saying that they living separately, and that's where she at right now. We know that they had to move out of the apartment because the lease was coming up. We know that the main house that they were renovating while they still trying to break ground on Scott Manor, I believe they were still renovating that house. I don't know if he had finished it by the time they started back filming because it was just like, what, a couple weeks? Carlos keeps them folks in front of that camera, baby, especially this cast. And I get it because so much stuff happens in the interim and it gets missed and it gets, the story gets told on social media. So I get it. Keep a camera in their face so you don't miss nothing, especially after this whole Martell arrest. Keep a camera in them people's face. So yeah, I just think it was funny that he ain't had no tickets reserved for the cast and they'll say the show was sold out. So back to Letitia and Destiny. She in this Airbnb, she claims. They seem real cute and happy as friends, y'all. And I'm like, has it always been like this? Have they always been that cool? Or did they team up when they both fell out with Melody? Somebody remind me in the comments because I can't remember, but I don't remember seeing them this happy and jovial. Why I sound like Apollo? I'm not as jovial as I used to be. Jovial. I've been drinking some wine, and I might have took a little little nibble of something, y'all. Because I feel like myself getting goofy. I feel myself getting goofy, so let me hurry up so I can go eat and spend time with my family. That's my necklace. It says mom, because she's a mom. I'm a mother. I gotta go spend time with my family. After I finish this review, I got like 8 more lines. Y'all, I got some Jamaican food. I got some Jamaican food for dinner. They make the curry chickpeas for my husband because he's vegan. So he get the curry chickpeas, the rice and peas, and the cabbage and carrots. Your girl, she's not vegan. She gets the oxtail and jerk wings with mac and cheese and the cabbage and carrots. I'm excited to get to my food when I finish this. I'm feeling these substances. Okay, back on track. Where we at? Destiny and Letitia. I don't think they've always been that friendly. I can't remember it. So they then talk about how Carlos is coming to town for the live show. And they both said that they're not going because Mel Stans, affectionately known as the Millimeters, be doing too much. And Melody don't like Destiny and Tisha, so Melody's fans hate Destiny and Tisha. And they're not even finna put themselves through that. They said the Millimeters are some old, hateful, toxic ass women. I said, not old and hateful. Old, hateful, and toxic. I feel like it was another word in there too. I was cracking up. They also talk about how Destiny's producer is married to her ex. She said she ain't talked to that lady. I guess she expected Moses to be the one to reach out since they were the ones that were together and had been knowing each other for 15 years. But apparently the producer had texted her. I guess she already knew what she was going to text her, what she was trying to have a conversation about. So Destiny didn't even reply. She was just like, girl, whatever. Left the lady on red. Yeah, she's calling Sunny a side chick. And, well, if I was side chick, she was a side chick too, side chick too, right? And I said, dang, that'd be crazy. She pulled a Amina Butterfly Panky on these people. She done went from side chick to wife. What a mess. Lastly, we see Carlos King is having his live show. And of course, y'all, he features it on the episode. I told you, he's trying to add himself to the cast, like in a slick way. He tries to make it as a natural way. It ain't like he sitting up having tea with the cast or whatever. He's doing a live show, and of course he's gonna have the star of his hit show in that live show. He's doing it in a natural enough manner, I suppose. But he's here for this live show. He has Melody as a special guest. Apparently, she wasn't able to go to prom in high school, so he dons her prom queen, gets her little crown, a little sash, whatever. I was like, okay, I was wondering why she was sitting on stage wearing that crown in the previews. She didn't bring it, so we'll cut her some slack. They end up talking about, of course, the mess. She talks about how she was not pleased when they was like this with her and Martell. She says they were young together. It's not like she had many experiences before him, but current day he wasn't doing nothing, and she know that he wasn't doing nothing because she said you never know what you're missing until you get it. So she said when I moved to the next dude and he made me hit that big ORG, listen, I was like, I ain't never felt like this with Martell. That is so sad. I don't know if she's being messy or genuine, but if she's being genuine, that is so sad. The man that you was with all those years, had 4 kids and a couple abortions with, was not even knocking it out the park to have all this mess in your life. Crazy. So they're talking about that, and then he brings up Sonny and Moses, Destiny's ex and ex-producer. Surprise, surprise, he has them there as well. Melody is, she like, oh, hey y'all, congratulations. But once they sit down and the conversation starts rolling, Melody looks so uncomfortable. She's just like, you know how she be, I don't want to be in there no mess because people will be saying I had something to do with it. That's what Melody face was giving. Plus, she just seemed mortified that she had to be there during this conversation. And I don't blame her because it's so messy. Like I said, it's giving a scheme that Carlos King set up to come to us with the bull, And if it wasn't Carlos King, somebody set this up. It just don't seem like you would genuinely marry this lady and then y'all gonna come on the show. You did this to be on the show. It's giving mess. It's giving I want to be on TV. It's giving cloud chase by any means. And I expect that out of men. I don't expect too much out of some men. But Sonny, girl, you and all that forehead know better. All that forehead you got. And you don't know any better. We'll get to how she was acting about it in the next episode when she sat down and talked to Kimmy and Tisha, because I already watched it, but I just don't have time to review it today. But yeah, girl, you should know better. But that's it for this review. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the things, y'all. If nothing else, just hit that little thumbs up. Y'all. All right, I'm about to go be the family lady and eat dinner with my peeps. Bye.